The Harmattan breeze carried fine dust through the quiet streets of the small town in southeastern Nigeria as Amara folded her NYSC uniform for the last time. She pressed it gently into her box, as though sealing away a chapter of her life she had fought so hard to complete. For years, she had believed that moment would be the beginning of everything. Instead, it felt like the beginning of uncertainty. Amara was not just any graduate. She had worked tirelessly to earn her degree in mass communication, graduating with honors. During her national youth service, she had been diligent, dependable, and respected. Everyone had told her the same thing: "You will go far." But now, standing in her small room with peeling paint and a flickering bulb, those words felt like distant echoes. Each morning, she woke up with determination. She would sit at her small desk, open her laptop, and begin the ritual she had come to know too well: searching for jobs, tailoring applications, attaching her CV, and sending emails filled with hope. "Dear Sir" or "Ma." She wrote carefully, choosing her words like they were keys that might unlock a door. But the doors never opened. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months. The responses, when they came, were painfully familiar. "We regret to inform you," or worse, nothing at all. Silence. It crept into her mind like a slow poison. At first, Amara remained strong. "It's just a matter of time," she told herself. But time had a way of testing faith. One evening, as she sat in the living room with her relatives, the conversation turned, as it often did, to her job search. "Have you heard back from that company in Enugu?" her uncle asked. She shook her head. "Not yet." Her cousin laughed lightly. "Maybe they didn't even open your email." The words were said casually, but they cut deep. Her aunt sighed. "These days, it's not just about qualifications. You need connection." Amara forced a smile, but inside, something cracked. That night, she lay awake, staring at the ceiling. "What am I doing wrong?" she whispered. Tears slipped quietly into her ears. The rejection that broke her came on a Tuesday morning. It was from a company she had prayed about, fasted for, and believed in with all her heart. Her hands trembled as she opened the email. "We regret to inform you." She didn't finish reading. Her vision blurred, her chest tightened. "I'm tired," she whispered. "Tired of hoping, tired of trying, tired of feeling invisible." That afternoon, she left the house without a destination. The sun hung high in the sky, but she barely felt its heat as she walked through familiar streets that now felt strange. Her steps slowed when she reached a quiet compound near the community center. Under a large mango tree sat an elderly woman, her wrapper neatly tied, her face calm and lined with age. "Good afternoon, my daughter," the woman said gently. Amara hesitated before responding. "Good afternoon, Ma." The woman studied her for a moment. "You are carrying something heavy." Amara didn't know why, but those words broke through her defenses. She sat down on the bench beside the woman, and the tears came. "I've tried everything," she said, her voice shaking. "I studied hard. I served well. I've applied everywhere. Nobody wants me. It's like I don't matter." The woman listened without interrupting, her eyes filled with quiet understanding. When Amara finished, the woman spoke softly. "Have you heard the story of the woman with the issue of blood?" Amara nodded faintly. "Yes, a little." She was rejected by society, considered unclean, forgotten, but she refused to give up. She pushed through the crowd, through rejection, through doubt, and she touched the hem of Jesus' garment. Amara looked up, her tear-filled eyes searching. "And what happened?" the woman asked. "She was healed," Amara whispered. The woman smiled. "Yes, not because people accepted her, but because she refused to let rejection define her faith." There was a pause. Then the woman added, "Sometimes rejection is not God's denial, it is His redirection." Amara swallowed hard. "It doesn't feel like redirection," she said quietly. "It feels like I'm being left behind." The woman reached out and gently touched her hand. "Then stop waiting to be chosen. Start choosing to be useful." Amara frowned slightly. "How?" The woman pointed toward the community center behind them. "They need help. Teach, serve, organize. You may not be paid, but you will not be idle, and God honors faithfulness." Amara hesitated. Work without pay? After all her effort? But something stirred within her, a small, stubborn spark of hope. "Thank you, Ma," she said softly. The next morning, Amara stood at the entrance of the community center, her heart pounding. "Just try," she whispered to herself. Inside, the center was simple: plastic chairs, chalkboards, and the sound of children's voices. She approached a staff member. "Good morning, sir. My name is Amara. I would like to volunteer." The man looked surprised, but nodded. "We can use help." The work was not glamorous. She swept floors, arranged chairs, taught children who struggled to focus. At times, doubt crept in. "What am I doing here?" she wondered. But slowly, something changed. A boy who could barely read began to improve under her guidance. A shy girl started speaking confidently during lessons. The staff began to rely on her. "Amara, can you handle this? Amara, we need your help here." For the first time in months, she felt seen, valued, alive. Weeks passed and her dedication grew. She created lesson plans, organized small programs, and even helped manage records more efficiently. Her work did not go unnoticed. One afternoon, a well-dressed man visited the center. He watched quietly as Amara taught a class, her voice steady, her patience evident. Afterward, he spoke to the director. "Who is that young woman?" The director smiled. "She came here on her own." The next day, Amara was called into the office. "There is someone who wants to see you," the director said. The man from the previous day stood up. "Good afternoon," he said. "Good afternoon, sir. I was impressed with your work, your initiative, your dedication." Amara blinked in surprise. "Me?" "Yes. I work with a media consulting firm in Enugu. We're looking for someone like you." Her heart raced. "Me?" "Yes. I would like you to come for an interview." Amara's voice trembled. "I didn't apply." He smiled gently. "Sometimes your work speaks louder than your application." Tears filled her eyes. The day of the interview arrived. Amara wore her best outfit, walking into the office with a mix of fear and determination. The questions were tough, but she was ready. Every experience at the community center had shaped her, taught her patience, leadership, and problem-solving. She spoke with confidence. A week later, the email came. She opened it with trembling hands. "We are pleased to offer you the position." Amara gasped, her heart overflowing with emotion. She laughed and cried at the same time. That evening, she returned to the mango tree. The elderly woman was there. "I got the job," she said, her voice filled with gratitude. The woman smiled knowingly. "What did you learn?" Amara took a deep breath. That rejection was not the end. It was God's way of leading me to where I needed to be. The woman nodded. "Exactly." As the sun set, painting the sky in shades of gold and orange, Amara felt a peace she had never known before. Every rejection, every tear, every moment of doubt, it had all led her here, and she finally understood. Rejection is never the end. It is often the beginning of something greater.